You've cut out desserts, skipped soda, and traded fast food for home-cooked meals, but your blood sugar still won't come down. It's frustrating, confusing, and sometimes feels like nothing you do is enough to lower your A1C or manage insulin properly. But what if the issue isn't just the sugar you see, but the hidden carbohydrates in foods you think are safe? Many common items like granola, flavored yogurt, or even fruit smoothies can contain more sugar than a glazed donut. These foods are marketed as healthy, but they digest quickly, spike insulin, and leave your blood sugar on a roller coaster. They can cause sudden hunger, fatigue, cravings, and even long-term complications like nerve pain, inflammation, and poor circulation. And the worst part? You might be eating them daily, believing you're making the right choices for your health. But knowledge is power, and once you understand what's really happening, you can make smarter, safer choices starting today. In this video, we'll reveal 10 foods that seem healthy, but are secretly loaded with carbs that sabotage blood sugar. Each one will come with a practical explanation of why it's harmful and a proven low-carb alternative you can use. You'll also get a bonus list of diabetic-safe swaps that are delicious, affordable, and easy to add to your diet. These swaps don't just help stabilize blood sugar. They support energy, weight control, and long-term metabolic health. Stick around to the end to make sure you're not falling for the most common blood sugar traps. Let's uncover the truth and take back control, one hidden carb at a time. First on our list is granola, a breakfast favorite that many diabetics believe is a safe, wholesome way to start the day. While it's often marketed as heart-healthy or natural, granola is actually packed with sugars, syrups, and refined grains that spike blood sugar. Just half a cup can contain up to 40 grams of carbs, more than some desserts, and it's rarely eaten in small portions. Granola often includes honey, brown sugar, molasses, or even corn syrup to bind the oats, nuts, and crunchy elements together. These added sugars digest quickly and overwhelm your insulin response, making glucose levels soar right after eating. Even worse, many brands include chocolate chips, dried fruits, or puffed rice crisps that boost the glycemic impact even further. The combination of sugar and fat in granola promotes fat storage, increases oxidative stress, and worsens insulin sensitivity over time. Some types also use hydrogenated oils or processed fats that contribute to inflammation, a major concern for diabetics. When eaten with milk or yogurt and topped with fruit, the total carb load becomes a full-on glucose bomb. Plus, people often overeat granola, scooping large portions into bowls or layering it into parfaits without measuring properly. It's easy to consume 2 or 3 servings in one sitting without realizing how much sugar you've just ingested. Even the healthiest-looking granola may include maltodextrin or corn syrup solids, high glycemic ingredients that raise blood sugar rapidly. If you're trying to manage blood sugar or insulin resistance, granola might be doing far more harm than good. Swap it for chia pudding, boiled eggs, or unsweetened Greek yogurt with flaxseed to keep blood sugar stable and cravings low. Next in our list is flavored yogurt, a food often labeled as healthy, but secretly packed with sugars that spike blood sugar fast. A single small container of flavored yogurt can contain 20 to 30 grams of sugar, comparable to a mini dessert. Most of this sugar isn't natural lactose, but added during processing in the form of cane sugar or glucose syrup. Fruit on the bottom varieties are especially misleading. They use concentrated fruit purees and syrups that release sugar rapidly into your bloodstream. These sweeteners not only trigger blood sugar spikes, but also worsen insulin resistance when consumed regularly. Artificial flavorings mask the taste of added sugars, making the yogurt taste sweet while hiding the metabolic damage it causes. Some brands even include hidden ingredients like maltodextrin or dextrose, fast-absorbing sugars that don't always show up clearly on the label. Flavored yogurt can also lead to sugar cravings, causing you to reach for more sweets later in the day. Over time, this cycle increases your risk for fatty liver, inflammation, and diabetic complications like neuropathy and heart disease. To make things worse, thickeners like modified food starch or cornstarch are added to improve texture, but they raise carbs too. Even if you choose low-fat versions, they digest quickly and often absorb faster due to the lack of natural fat. That means your blood sugar can spike within minutes, especially if paired with granola or fruit. A smarter option is plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, low in lactose, high in protein, and slow to digest. Top it with cinnamon and a few fresh berries for a delicious, blood sugar-friendly treat that won't sabotage your efforts. Third on our list is canned soup, a comfort food that seems light and healthy, but often hides a heavy carb load inside. Most canned soups, even the savory or broth-based ones, contain flour, cornstarch, or potato flakes used as thickeners. These starches break down quickly in your digestive system, leading to a sharp and sudden spike in blood sugar levels. Cream-based soups are even worse, with added milk powders and starchy fillers that increase carbs while offering little nutritional value. Even vegetable soups often contain added rice, pasta, or dehydrated potato to enhance texture, but they quietly raise glycemic load. Soup labels usually highlight sodium, but the carbohydrate content is often downplayed or hidden in serving size tricks. A typical can might say 2 servings, but most people eat the entire thing, doubling the expected carbs without realizing it. One full can can easily deliver 30 grams or more of fast-digesting carbs, especially dangerous for diabetics. Added ingredients like maltodextrin or corn syrup solids are often used for flavor and thickness, further spiking blood sugar. And when paired with crackers or bread on the side, you're looking at a meal that's anything but blood sugar friendly. Frequent reliance on canned soups for quick meals can contribute to poor glucose control and long-term insulin resistance. If you love soup, don't worry. There are better options you can make right at home. Homemade veggie soup with non-starchy vegetables like spinach, zucchini, and celery can nourish you without spiking sugar. Just simmer fresh herbs and garlic with broth for 20 minutes and enjoy a comforting, diabetic-safe meal that heals, not harms. Next up is fruit smoothies, a drink many consider healthy, but one that can cause massive blood sugar spikes within minutes. Blending fruit breaks down the fiber structure, making the natural sugars absorb faster and hit your bloodstream almost instantly. When you add juice or flavored yogurt into the mix, the total sugar load increases dramatically, sometimes higher than a soda. A medium smoothie from a store or cafe can contain 40 to 60 grams of sugar, often without any fiber to slow it down. Common ingredients like banana, mango, pineapple, or dates may be nutritious, but they're high glycemic and fast absorbing when blended. Many store-bought versions include added sweeteners like honey, agave, or syrups that aren't always visible on the label. This results in a drink that feels light and refreshing, but works against your insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control. Even homemade smoothies can become sugar bombs when portion sizes aren't measured or low-carb ingredients aren't prioritized. Some smoothies include protein powders or nut butters to help balance sugar, but many of these contain added sweeteners too. The liquid form means your body absorbs the sugar faster than it would from solid food, triggering a sharper insulin response. For diabetics, this creates a dangerous cycle of post-meal crashes, cravings, and long-term damage to blood vessels. A better option is blending unsweetened almond milk, chia seeds, spinach, and a few berries for a low glycemic smoothie. It satisfies your sweet tooth, supports energy, and won't sabotage your efforts to lower blood sugar or A1C naturally. Fifth on our list is energy bars, marketed as fuel for active people, but often no better than candy bars for diabetics. Many of these bars contain more than 40 grams of carbs, much of it from fast-acting sugars and refined starches. Ingredients like glucose syrup, brown rice syrup, honey, and cane sugar are commonly used as binding agents to hold the bar together. Some bars even include dates or fruit pastes, which may sound natural, but still flood your bloodstream with sugar very quickly. Despite being labeled as protein bars, the actual protein content is often low, sometimes just 8 to 10 grams per bar. Meanwhile, the sugar content can be more than double that, leading to insulin spikes and unwanted fat storage. Chocolate coatings, caramel layers, and crunchy crisps increase the glycemic impact and trick your body into craving even more sugar. Many bars use refined flours or maltodextrin, which are rapidly absorbed carbohydrates that offer little nutrition and spike blood glucose. Even sugar alcohols like maltitol, often used in low-sugar bars, can raise blood sugar and cause digestive distress in sensitive people. Frequent use of these bars as snacks or meal replacements can seriously disrupt blood sugar stability and delay diabetic progress. If you're reaching for these out of convenience, it's time to reconsider and swap them for something more blood sugar friendly. Try a boiled egg with a handful of raw almonds or unsweetened Greek yogurt with chia seeds for a smarter snack. These options give you protein, healthy fats, and slow-digesting nutrients without the sugar crash that energy bars often bring. Next is salad dressings, a surprising source of hidden sugars and starches that can sabotage your blood sugar without you noticing. While salads are a great choice for diabetics, the dressings you drizzle on top may quietly undo all the benefits. Many commercial dressings, especially fat-free or low-fat versions, are loaded with added sugars to make up for the lack of flavor. 1 or 2 tablespoons might seem harmless, but some dressings contain up to 5 grams of sugar per spoonful. And let's be honest, most people use far more than that, especially on larger salads or as dips for other foods. Sweet flavors like honey mustard or raspberry vinaigrette often contain high fructose corn syrup, cane sugar, or fruit juice concentrate. Even savory dressings like ranch or Caesar can include hidden starches like modified food starch or maltodextrin. These ingredients break down into glucose quickly, spiking your blood sugar shortly after the meal. What's worse is that most people don't realize how much dressing they're using, especially in restaurant salads. It's easy to triple your carb intake from just the dressing alone, without any added bread or croutons. Some dressings also contain dextrose or xanthan gum for texture, which can affect blood sugar and digestion in sensitive individuals. Instead of bottled dressings, try making your own using olive oil, vinegar, lemon juice, and herbs. It's simple, tasty, and blood sugar safe. You'll still enjoy flavor, but without the crash or inflammation that hidden sugars and store-bought dressings can trigger. Next is whole wheat bread, a food many believe is a healthier choice, but it can still spike blood sugar like white bread. Most commercial whole wheat breads are made with finely ground flour that digests quickly and converts to glucose almost immediately. A single slice can contain up to 18 grams of carbs, and most sandwiches use 2 slices, doubling that total. Although labeled as whole grain, these breads often include added sugars like brown sugar, molasses, or barley malt syrup. These sweeteners enhance flavor and shelf life, but they also increase the bread's glycemic load and insulin demand. Manufacturers often blend whole wheat with white flour or enriched flour, which further reduces the fiber content and raises the GI. Coloring agents like caramel color are sometimes added to make the bread look healthier than it actually is. For diabetics, this creates a dangerous illusion, believing you're eating clean while your blood sugar tells a different story. Many loaves also contain additives like dough conditioners or emulsifiers, which may interfere with gut health and glucose metabolism. Even small sandwiches can push blood sugar up rapidly, especially when combined with spreads, cheese, or deli meats high in sodium. Over time, regular consumption can increase insulin resistance and promote inflammation linked to diabetic complications. If you enjoy bread, consider low-carb alternatives like almond flour wraps, coconut flour flatbreads, or sprouted grain options with minimal processing. Or use lettuce wraps and roasted vegetable slices for sandwiches that taste great and support stable glucose control. Eighth on our list is dried fruits, tiny snacks that seem natural and healthy, but are actually concentrated sugar bombs for diabetics. Drying fruit removes water and shrinks the size, but it leaves all the sugar and now it's packed into a smaller bite. Just a quarter cup of raisins can contain over 30 grams of carbs with almost no fiber to slow absorption. Dates, figs, apricots, and dried mango are especially high in sugar, often leading to rapid spikes in blood glucose levels. These sugars hit your bloodstream fast and can overwhelm your insulin response, especially if eaten without protein or fat. Some dried fruits are dusted with extra sugar or coated in syrup to enhance flavor and preserve their appearance. Labels may say no added sugar, but don't be fooled. The natural sugar alone is enough to trigger major glucose spikes. Sticky dried fruits also cling to your teeth, increasing the risk of cavities, something diabetics are already prone to. Many brands use sulfur dioxide to preserve color and shelf life, which may not affect sugar but signals heavy processing. Overeating dried fruit is easy because it looks small. Handfuls add up fast and can quietly ruin your blood sugar goals. If you enjoy fruit, it's far better to eat it fresh, with fiber and water intact to slow digestion naturally. For a safer option, try a few fresh berries paired with nuts or Greek yogurt for better blood sugar control. Avoid dried fruits or save them for very rare occasions. And always keep portion sizes extremely small and balanced. Next on the list is vegetable chips, a snack often marketed as healthier than regular chips, but still problematic for blood sugar control. Sweet potato chips, beet chips, and other veggie-based snacks may sound better, but they're still high in fast-digesting carbohydrates. Once thinly sliced and fried or baked, the starches become even more glycemic, leading to rapid blood glucose spikes after eating. Just one small serving can contain over 20 grams of carbs, and it's easy to eat double or triple that amount. Many brands also add sugars like dextrose or maltodextrin in the seasoning to boost flavor, hidden carbs that hit quickly. The crispy, salty texture makes them easy to overeat, especially when snacking while distracted or eating straight from the bag. Even baked versions aren't much better. They often contain oxidized oils or hidden additives that contribute to inflammation and insulin resistance. The combo of high heat, refined oils, and starchy vegetables creates a perfect storm for blood sugar instability. People often assume that since they're made from vegetables, they're low in carbs, but the preparation process changes everything. When you remove water, add fat, and fry or roast the slices, the carbs become more concentrated and rapidly absorbed. Instead of these chips, try air-fried kale chips or roasted seaweed snacks if you're looking for a crunchy alternative. Better yet, stick to raw veggie sticks like cucumbers, celery, or bell peppers with hummus for a satisfying low-carb snack. Vegetable chips may seem guilt-free, but for diabetics, they can be just as risky as regular potato chips. Last on our list is instant oatmeal, a quick breakfast option that seems heart-healthy, but can lead to rapid blood sugar spikes. Unlike steel-cut or rolled oats, instant oats are pre-cooked and processed to cook faster, which also makes them digest faster. This fast digestion means glucose hits your bloodstream quickly, often leading to sharp insulin responses and mid-morning crashes. Flavored varieties are especially risky, with added sugars, fruit powders, and milk solids that raise the carb count significantly. One packet can contain 25 to 30 grams of carbs, and many people use two, doubling the load unknowingly. Even plain instant oatmeal often includes thickening agents, anti-caking powders, or maltodextrin that affect blood sugar control. Because it's marketed as a healthy option, most diabetics don't realize how much it can impact their A1C when eaten regularly. When combined with milk, banana slices, or raisins, the glycemic load increases even more, creating a full sugar surge. This causes energy crashes, hunger soon after eating, and may increase the urge to snack between meals. Instant oatmeal is also lower in resistant starch compared to less processed oat types, meaning it doesn't support gut health as well. If you love oats, switch to steel-cut oats or unsweetened overnight oats made with chia seeds and almond milk. Add cinnamon or a few berries for flavor without spiking blood sugar levels. You'll still enjoy a warm, comforting breakfast. but without the metabolic crash that often follows instant oatmeal. Managing diabetes is about smart swaps, and avoiding instant oats is one of the easiest to start with today. Now that you know which hidden carbs to avoid, let's explore some delicious low-carb alternatives that support blood sugar control naturally. First up is unsweetened Greek yogurt, a creamy, protein-rich option with very little lactose and no added sugars or starches. Its thick texture comes from straining, which removes most sugars and boosts casein protein, helping you feel full longer. Enjoy it plain or add a sprinkle of cinnamon and a few fresh berries for natural sweetness without the sugar crash. Next is chia almond pudding, a fiber-rich snack made by soaking chia seeds in unsweetened almond milk overnight. Chia forms a gel-like coating that slows digestion and sugar absorption, while almond milk is virtually carb-free. Add vanilla extract or crushed nuts for flavor and crunch, and you have a satisfying, blood sugar-friendly dessert or breakfast. Another great option is homemade veggie soup made with non-starchy vegetables like zucchini, celery, spinach, and green beans. Cooked in low-sodium broth and seasoned with herbs, this soup is filling and low glycemic, perfect for lunch or dinner. For a pasta replacement, try a zoodle cauliflower rice stir-fry. Zucchini noodles and cauliflower rice cut carbs by over 70%. This mix supports gut health, provides fiber, and reduces post-meal glucose spikes while still feeling hearty and flavorful. Finally, pair boiled eggs with raw, unsalted nuts like almonds or walnuts for a perfect on-the-go protein-fat combo. These simple swaps are easy to prepare and help stabilize blood sugar, improve insulin response, and keep you energized longer. Now that you've seen the truth behind these everyday foods, it's clear that managing diabetes is about more than just avoiding sweets. Many items we trust as healthy, like granola, flavored yogurt, whole wheat bread, or smoothies, can quietly raise blood sugar and worsen insulin resistance. These hidden carbs are often overlooked, yet they play a big role in energy crashes, cravings, and long-term complications like neuropathy or heart disease. But the good news is, you're now equipped with the knowledge to spot and avoid these traps in your daily routine. You don't have to feel confused or frustrated every time you plan a meal or read a nutrition label. By choosing simple, low-carb alternatives like Greek yogurt, chia pudding, homemade veggie soup, or eggs with nuts, you can take back control. These swaps aren't just safer for blood sugar. They support energy, reduce inflammation, and help you feel full without the crash. Even small changes, when done consistently, can lower your A1C, improve insulin sensitivity, and boost your confidence with every meal. The power to manage your health starts with what you put on your plate, one smart choice at a time. So which food on this list surprised you the most? And which low-carb alternative will you try first? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your experience or tips that have helped you control blood sugar naturally. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this knowledge too. Together, we can make living with diabetes simpler, smarter, and more sustainable, starting today.